This is over here, and I just want to cover the Atlas mapping strategy that I've been using for the past 2 weeks or more. And it's going to cover very simple understanding of how the new Atlas works and how the league mechanic works in order to get, I would say, an average of probably 5 divines per hour if you're actually blasting through it. I don't really have hard data for this. I know I get 5 divines because of how long it takes to cycle through one sanctum and the average drops that come out from every single map that you run Elk and Go. Well, technically, I won't call this Elk and Go as well because you won't be clicking Elks on your maps. You basically will just pick up the maps you find and you just run them however you find them because it takes too much time to just Elk and, or rather to Elk and check for mods. So I don't bother doing that. I'll literally just place a new map every single time. So like for example, I cycle between 2 maps, and every time I get a new map, I just put it here. If I have excess maps, it goes to the stash. Majority of the drops here are primarily going to be currency, mainly Ether, Exalt currency, Exalt alter currency, and it's going to be in the form of drops from Delirium, or yeah, Delirium per se. So how this Atlas set tree is set up, I'm going to show you briefly. Is with disregard the sulfite ones. The sulfite ones are only there because sometimes I want to get sulfite. I'm just kind of bored of mapping. I want to do some delve. So I just, because I have an excess of master missions, I don't click any of them. I would just click sulfite and then get a crap ton of sulfite to do a delve. But you don't really need the delve nodes. So generally how this works is that you're going to path mostly to get stuff that are guaranteed spawns per map. So in this case, you're getting the strong boxes. Wait, hold up, I need to sell this. You're gonna get the strong boxes. You're gonna get Syndicate. So the Syndicate Intelligence one is like super good because that's guaranteed per map. And also Syndicate, for me, I have gotten like oh, this guy's impatient. Alright, one divine. When the world. Oh, okay. I'm not using any macros. But yeah, so uh, guaranteed syndicate, which is intelligence gathering, is like super good, mainly because uh, safe houses. I mean, most safe houses are kind of meh. I don't really target a specific master in the safe house. I'm just cycling through safe houses as fast as possible to get the Katarina, uh, and by doing so, I get like access to helms. So devouring the item was like 2 to 3 exalts, divines at the start of the league, and I looted like 4 of them pretty early on, within a span of like a week. So that's a huge amount of currency that comes just straight off Katarina drops. And also you do get quite a bit of scarabs, which you can sell in bulk. Uh, so that's the reason why you go this. Your strong boxes here as well. The strong boxes that are important are divination card and currency. You also go for strong boxes here as well for 6% chance to be operative. That's for scarabs. And then corrupted and at least rare. That's great as well. So you're pathing here, you're blocking everything. So in this area, you just block every other type of mechanic except for delirium. And then you're just blocking here as well. You're getting delirium chance here. You don't really get actually the delirium spec nodes because you don't need you're not generating splinters, and splinters are cheap anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you get a crap ton of splinters. That's not your focus. So what you're doing is you're just trying to proc delirium in a guaranteed way without having to spend currency or have to configure your maps. So what I do is you have the 10% chance of delirium here and the chance of delirium here, and then you get stream of consciousness. So stream of consciousness and you block, and then you get delirium. Means on average you get delirium about 60% of the maps you run, maybe 70. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but it's high enough for me to want to continue doing that. You also get the shaping, all the higher tier map nodes because you just want to sustain maps. You just want to sustain between 2 different maps. I'll show you what those 2 maps are later. You earn this because carrot missions are free, and it's just 1 point. And yeah, I've got excess of Kirok. I'll use that to probably do certain targeted maps that I'm interested in doing. You path here, you get the Delirium as well. You just want the Delirium encounters to have extra rewards. So there's 8% 3 additional rewards, and then the 3% layers of Delirium. is also here as well. You're pathing here because you also want the exalt altars. They give you a lot of benefits. So this is specifically for you if you can click every altar, right? In my case, I can kind of click almost every altar. The only altar I can't really click is minus max fire and chaos res, especially on my champion. But for this, it's kind of about the same. I don't, as long as it's not max res, I can kind of click whatever altar I want. And then this accumulates you three different currencies that are important. You get Orb of Regrets, which is good money, Orb of Chaos, also good money, and then Awakened Sextants. Yeah, all these three are like super good. Like right now, you can see Awakened Sextants, I can sell in bulk. And yeah, then you also want the map drop nodes from the map boss because you're technically just speeding through the maps to kill the boss. And then you get what was it? Yeah, you get synth maps, you get Elder and Shaper maps, and then you get Series Conqueror maps. So that's generally how the tree will look like. I can kind of show you what mapping would be like later. Yeah, and then Delirium War Types game +1 on map completion. So you're just rushing straight to the boss most of the time, and then killing the boss, getting the Delirium drops, and then once you get the Delirium drops and you do the league mechanic, like you get the room, you instantly leave. You don't really like continue the map. You don't have to clear the rest of the map. That's not important. So yeah, let me just do one, and I'll show you. No Delirium spawn, Sedge. Alter, none of them are interesting here. I guess the Chaos Rest is the Chaos damage one is okay, so I'll just take that. In this case, there's no Delirium, so the focus generally is just going to get the League mechanic and then the boss, and then I'm out. Oh, I shouldn't have picked that up. Grotto is a little annoying sometimes because the League mechanic can spawn in an area that is a bit off the main path, so you kind of have to look for it at times. Now, of course, if you have a build that clears this more thoroughly, that's also great, but if not, that's fine. You don't really quite care about clearing as many mobs as possible. Just altars, find a boss, and leave mechanic. The reason why I chose Grotto and Toxic Sewers, I'll show you later. I see I found the meat mechanic already. So normally I don't try to sell stuff to the vendor because it takes time. So if I get pick up trash, not interested. So there you go, Delirium has spawned. I have to clear the Delirious modes because they can hit me while I'm clicking the Sanctum League mechanic. Oh boy. My mouse accuracy is pretty terrible. But what to do? As you can tell, my rewards have shot up because of the Atlas passives. I'm looking at 5 to 6 rewards per Delirium. What I do at the same time is I try to level gems. Alright, so this is kind of done. Find Blood and Sand as a gem the best to level. Because leveling up to 7, if I corrupt it, gives me about 100 chaos per successful corrupt. Okay, that's it. Then we go to the next map. So because the maps are so close to one another, you're selecting Toxic Sewer and Grotto. I actually prefer Toxic Sewer way more, so Grotto is only one. The rest of them are just Toxic Sewers, right? And because you're doing this, you're just going to cycle between the two. If you get any other map, like for example, not you're not getting like Toxic Sewer or Grotto, you're just going to chuck them into your stash. So, yeah, like City Square. Okay, so let me just do one last map. Check the mods. Oh, there you go. This is a Blood and Sand that I leveled from my last from the last 9. The last set of 9 I corrupted. I only got one level 7, but it is 100 chaos effectively. Okay. So if you do this consistently for an hour, you just chain maps. You don't really quite care. You don't waste time. You don't have a lot of downtime here. But if you don't waste time, you pretty much just accumulate a crap ton of currency. This is kind of tangential on you being able to do these maps and click almost all the altars. You have a pretty fast build that doesn't like clear slowly. And my goodness, I can't see anything. Where do I go? And then you can also full clear your sanctums. Obviously, if you can't full clear your sanctums, there's no point rushing for them. But if you can, then yeah, it's good money. Each sanctum on average is like, I think, 2 divines of total currency drop. Maybe like 3. And you get, on average, I think 1 raw divine per sanctum. Nothing here yet. This is my Glacial Hammer Berserker, so I'm on the way to completing my second build, which is my champion, my Trapper champion. So it's a Fatal Flourish champion that uses a lot of tech from Jungruin's build in 3.18. I've given it a few updates to focus on tankiness. So yeah. Shouldn't click Burning Ground. I don't think I have Burning Ground immunity, but that's fine. I can't remember if I clicked the league mechanic. I don't think I have. Oh yeah, here you go. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the loot. So, for example, you get stuff like this, large clusters. If you have the good loot filter, you pick up on these. So 8 8 passive skills, large clusters, like for cold, fire damage. You can make good bank of them. I don't know why I picked this one up. Anyway, this one I'll just chuck somewhere. This one, what I would usually do is you can just sell them outright. If you sell them outright, is I think 5 to 10 chaos. Is it? Oh, it's actually 20. So you can sell them outright for like 20 chaos, or you can like craft a bit on them and then sell them. It really depends. So generally, this is how like I make a shit ton of currency. Yeah, I'm sitting on like I mean, I'm not sitting on much right now because I've been investing in second character. I've got a lot of items that I bought. I was trying to like I usually pre-buy items because I want to test certain things for builds. So I like bought a Hate Forge. I haven't really decided what I want to do for Hate Forge though, what build I want to play for Hate Forge. I probably will do a next video on my uh, or rather the Blade Trap champion. And then yeah. All right, peace. This is all there is to it. Bye.